So I chose the book Away with Wild Things. It's written by Larissa Thule, illustrated by Sarah Palacios. And this is a newer book. It was published in 2020. It retails for $17.99, and I chose this book for a couple of reasons. One is it focuses on an introverted and shy child, which is something that I was very much as a child. It also, the illustrations are very cute, but they have a diverse group of people. So you can see a lot of different ethnicities represented, different abilities. The grandmother's in a wheelchair. Yeah, it's about this little girl, Poppy. She's very shy and introverted. She prefers to stay out of the spotlight, but she is fascinated with bugs. She absolutely loves insects and nature. I'm not going to read it because it would take too long, but it shows her she sits in the fields all day. She lets ants crawl across her, and she's just fascinated by nature. However, when it comes to parties, you can see that she's always hiding in the background. When she's around other people, she doesn't want to be seen. She doesn't want to be spoken to. She tries to blend in with the scenery. I really like the illustrations and the colors in this book. And actually, I had chosen a different book originally, but I kind of let my kids lead the way. So I showed them a bunch of different books, and this was the book that they chose that they liked the best. So that's another reason why I chose this book for therapy, because kids that I've shown it to have enjoyed it. And basically what happens is she's at this party, she's hiding on the outskirts, and then a dragonfly comes and lands on her grandmother's cake. And that just takes her breath away because, again, she's so fascinated by insects and by nature that she doesn't care that all the people are around and watching her. So she moves over to the dragonfly, and the dragonfly moves onto her hands, and she becomes the center of attention, but she focuses on the dragonfly. And although she is nervous with all the people around her, nature and the insect help her to calm her nerves and stay put. And she actually speaks out and talks a little bit about a dragonfly. And then she's always called a wallflower by her friends and family because she's always on the outlier, the edge of the room, hiding about. And her grandmother says, "Oh, you're not a wallflower at all, you're a wildflower." And I just thought that this was really, really cute. I love that in the back there's actually a glossary with all of the insects that were mentioned in the book. So yeah, that was fun. And then as far as my handout goes, I might try to put an overlay on, but this is my handout here. And I talk about 3 different therapy techniques or targets. So I just have literacy-based speech therapy, Away with Wild Things, and I have a little blurb about what the story is about. And then the first activity that I chose was to focus on Tier 2 vocabulary. So there's a lot of Tier 2 vocabulary in here, like coaxed, preferred, refused, symphony, magnificent, frail. And you could do many, many different things. You could play goldfish. You can make cards with those different words and play go fish with them. Encourage the child to say them. You could also play hopscotch and instead of numbers, have the words written out. If you want to do something that's more outdoors and active, you could play memory with them, a matching game. But my absolute favorite, and I've done this with my kids for sight words, is to write the words on index cards, hide them around the room, turn off the lights, and give your kids a flashlight. Once the kids have the flashlight, they can walk around the room and look for the word. When they find the word, they can say it, they can define it, say a synonym, whatever you want to have them do. But that will definitely encourage them, and it has been a lot of fun in my house personally. The second item, or second thing that therapy tool that I'm choosing to do is inferencing. So my idea, I didn't get around to doing it yet, but my idea was to make inferencing cards based on these pictures. So you could take any picture, like this one, for example, and just say, well, how do you think Poppy was feeling here? Why do you think she's feeling that way? Have you ever felt that way? what do you think is going to happen next, things like that. And you can make multiple different cards. And the last one that I have is WH questions. So again, you can have the photos on what bugs do you see here, where did Poppy go, why did she hide, things like that. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for a great semester. Bye.